To pay off her dad's massive gambling debts, a girl sells 3 nights of her life for $500 to a wealthy local businessman, and she must get pregnant with his child to successfully receive the money. Between them was a screen. The businessman interrogated her through a gauze curtain like picking merchandise, while the nervous Sophie waited for the final verdict on the other side.
Ask her what the money's for.
The father's in debt, it seems.
Does she have any other income, any other way of making money?
I could sell myself for life.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
No, never.
Shall I look further?
No, this is the one.
The next day, Sophie arrived at the hotel as promised. But waiting in the room wasn't the bald, middle-aged man she imagined, but a young, handsome gentleman of noble bearing.
Are we to meet this evening?
We only have 3 evenings.
Sophie trembled as she removed her clothes, while William just drank glass after glass of alcohol, as if suppressing some unspeakable inner pain. The first night of the transaction, neither spoke a word. Though Sophie had prepared herself mentally, tears still couldn't help but stream down. After the transaction ended, Sophie walked out of the room without hesitation. William, watching her back, felt deep guilt. If his family hadn't forced him to produce an heir, he would never betray his wife this way. A year ago, William's wife had a riding accident and was paralyzed in bed. He had planned to care for her for life, but his father, being a duke, kept pressuring him to produce an heir for the family quickly. William had no choice but to resort to this.
Since neither of us are here for our own pleasure, perhaps what we do isn't so very wrong.
After this honest heart-to-heart talk, both lowered their guard against each other. After the second transaction, Sophie even fell in love with William. William felt the same way, but out of loyalty to his wife, he forcibly restrained himself. However, once feelings take root, they don't easily fade. Late-night conversations grew deeper, and the distance between them narrowed. The only difference between them and true lovers was the massive moral chasm standing between them. After the passion of the third night faded, Sophie was arranged to be sent away by ship early the next morning. Though they had both fallen in love, they could only bury these feelings deep in their hearts. 10 months later, Sophie gave birth to a healthy baby girl. But before she could even glance at her daughter, the child was forcibly taken away by a waiting servant. Sophie appeared indifferent on the surface, but the bond of blood made her utterly unable to let go. For the next 7 years, every birthday she would paint a picture as a blessing, as if this could bring her closer to her child. Over these years, Sophie never gave up searching for her daughter's whereabouts. She moved between various noble families, working as a tutor until recently when she finally found reliable information about her daughter. William was recruiting a new tutor at a substantial salary. With her experience, Sophie easily passed the housekeeper's interview. The maid kindly warned her that the young lady had already driven away 5 teachers. If she could handle it, she could stay. If not, she should leave early. Sophie ignored her sarcasm, pushed open the glass door, and looked directly toward the lakeside pavilion. Her heart suddenly raced, because sitting in the pavilion was the daughter she had been longing for day and night.